So out of the team of doctors we've got here at the moment, 2 of them actually were previous registrars, and they've chosen to stay with us after they finished their training. Actually, no, 3 of them. Yeah, there we go. Caitlin, Robbie, and Claire. It's not just you teaching them; they're teaching you stuff too, and it actually changes the dynamic and I think the vibrancy of the team. And the average age of the GPs here is much younger, on average, than the majority of GP clinics. And also our gender makeup is also incredibly different to your average GP clinic. So we have 2 male BPs versus 7 female GPs. Yeah, we've got an amazing procedure room. So you've got Dr. Robbie, who does vasectomies. We've got a couple of visiting skin specialist GPs as well. Then you've got myself, Dr. Tara, Dr. Caitlin, who do intrauterine devices, so things like Mirena copper coils. So yeah, we've got a really nice facility and capacity to increase the services that we offer. Some of the things that I thought about particularly for this building was making sure that every single room, even the rooms down the middle of the building, had natural light. So the rooms down the middle, they may not have a view, but they still have high level windows with natural light, which is really important because I know how soul destroying it is to work in a room that has no natural light. And it's one of those things you don't quite appreciate until you don't have it. That makes sense.
There's some little things about the building design that make it much easier as well, which the parking out the back, which means you're not walking past a million people to come into your office, which is surprisingly a big difference. There's lots of space in here as well. We all get our own rooms with more than enough room to do any of the exams and stuff we need to. Bright light everywhere, which makes a huge difference, especially when in the middle of winter, when it's getting dark super early. It's really nice to be able to get the sunshine in, but with all complete privacy for the patients outside as well, which is really lovely. We've got more than enough storage space to put our things around and not hunting around hidden in people's rooms and things. I start my day slightly later at 9:15. That just gives me time to drop the kids off at daycare and also get here and check some results first. But also it means I've got the flexibility of finishing my day by about 4 as well, so I can make sure I can pick them up at the same time. And that flexibility really just makes my day much more breathable and enjoyable because I know I've got that buffer room and everything outside work is looked after while everything inside is also covered as well. Yeah, it gives me a lot more energy to be there for my patients while I am here.
You hear too many bad stories about clinics where GPs basically just sit in their room and eat their lunch at their desk. But that's not us at all. We all break for lunch at the same time. And we have a big, long, huge communal table and we all sit down and eat lunch together and, chat. And we talk about, if we've got a challenging patient, we're not quite sure what's going on. We bounce ideas off each other. We chat about what's somebody up to at the weekend. It's a very friendly team environment rather than, individual doctors being siloed in their rooms.
We also have protected lunchtime as well, where in the middle of the day, we've all got the same lunchtime scheduled and we get time to actually socialise and debrief and have a moment to ourselves, which is really quite important. We're spending the rest of our day giving a lot and taking a lot of information from our patients all day. It's nice to have a minute to just sit down and not for an hour, which is really lovely. And everyone's just always very friendly. It really makes it a nice day to go into work. So the back room's got a full kitchen and a big dining table, full kitchen with a bench and everything, which I get asked to make scones for everyone impromptu fairly regularly. We haven't for a little while, but the full working oven works more than well enough to get them done. It's a bit of a social break for everyone. Yeah, simple enough to do. We've got brilliant receptionists and nursing team as well. They're in reception, they filter things very well and how different doctors like things filtered. There's not just one rule for everyone, but do know how different doctors like certain things managed and sorted. They listen and learn with that and makes a huge difference to your day when you know that things are sorted and they're sorted well before you even have to get to them. That makes a big difference. And they're all super lovely. We have a good laugh at the front, which is really nice.
But we've actually got streamlined processes at the front desk for booking things. We've got streamlined processes for recalls and reminders. We've got streamlined processes for chronic disease. For example, so if you've got a patient who's come in and we need to do something, you'll tick the little boxes, send them to reception. Reception will make sure that they book then the right kind of follow-up appointment for actually what it is you need rather than just a standard appointment.
And the nursing team is amazing here as well. We can get a lot of care plans and things through and a lot caught for our patients. So they're getting very good preventative care going through while making sure that we're efficient with our day at the same time and filtering things through. They're fantastic, extremely well skilled.
We've got a really, really mixed demographic in terms of patients, which is actually really, really nice because it provides a lot of variety, which a lot of GPs, or certainly for me, part of the reason I became GP is because I liked the variety of seeing different people and different things and, getting to know their life stories. It's rewarding as a GP. I think it's rewarding anyway as a GP. You've got that narrative and, you've been there with them for the good bits and been there with them for the bad bits. And, hopefully you're not a miracle worker, but hopefully you've made their health a better place than it would have been otherwise. So.